who released a white paper all about the idea of Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin, in the same amount of time, since we were creating hard metal currencies, Bitcoin's gotten a lot more popular than those gold and silver coins. One of the things I learned was I was talking to people in the Crow Nation when I was working with them designing coins for the Crow Nation, that one of the things that dawned on me as a mom pulls into the gas station where I'm talking to folks and talking about, hey man, you got coins coming, they're going to have, you know, all this and that, and she pulls up to the gas pump and she gets out and fills the car up, swipes her card and gets back in and takes off with the kids. She didn't think about money 1 second. She didn't think about it for an instant. And I'm there talking to people to say, what's important to you about money? People don't care about money. They really don't. I mean, unless they don't have it, they don't think about it, right? It should just be there. It's so ubiquitous, it should be directly deposited from my job to my bank account. He stopped and he slowed down, looked in the window real hard. Howdy.
Hey, come on, go ahead.
Are you looking for us?
Yeah.
Come on in. Anyway. Oh, good. Glad you found us. It's hard to see with the glare on the glass. So people don't want to think about money. You know, I mean, as evidenced by the fact that how many of you chose to take classes in economics in school? Right? Or show your hand. You did? 2? 3? Wow. Okay. That's 3 more than I expected. Because hardly anybody wants to talk about money. Nobody wants to think about how money works. It just needs to be there, right? So the thing that dawned on me was that the more important definition of money was a commonly accepted medium of exchange. And what I learned real quick was that, over years, was that gold and silver are not a commonly accepted medium of exchange anymore. People did used to carry around gold and silver coins and a little coin purse, and they would, you know, they would trade their gold and silver coins. And but nowadays, nobody wants to carry around, you know, ounces of gold and silver, and at risk of losing them. So it's not a commonly accepted medium of exchange. But what is commonly accepted is digital currency. And you didn't think about it at the time. Less and less of the U.S. dollar is actually being printed. So it's not even physical. The U.S. dollar is not even physical anymore. It's all on your debit card, right? It's on your computer. It's on your apps. It's Cash App. It's Venmo now. It's, you know, it's all these different ways of moving digital currency around. So yeah, so while we were creating gold and silver coins, the digital currency of Bitcoin and its competitors took off and just shot through the roof. Man, everybody's using it now, right? Lots of people. A lot more people than are using gold and silver. And the next generations coming up are not growing any more gold and silver investors or traders, right? Everybody's got their nose in their phone. So that's where the attention is in the digital realm. And that's what we created with Texit coin, was a means to go back to the beginning and have a second shot at Bitcoin. Because we create, you know that logo with the bee, with all the circuitry around it? That's our logo. We own that. And we put it on coins back in 2011-12. 2012, we started minting just collectibles, just like, you know, souvenirs or, you know, just copper. Some pieces, we made some Bitcoin designs and put them on there. But that design you see, a Bitcoin with all those, with that circuitry around it, we did that. We own that. And it didn't make us any smarter. We didn't buy any Bitcoin. Then 2012, Bitcoin was about $5 a piece. So we should have been smart enough to get it then, but we didn't. You did? Oh, okay. So we didn't get Bitcoin then, so we wanted to redo. So we think it's a good time to do something better and faster than Bitcoin. And Texit coin is built on a light chain clone, proprietary layer 1 blockchain. And a blockchain, for those who don't know, is simply a digital ledger online. All the transactions in that cryptocurrency. In that blockchain, all of those transactions are recorded, and each block is a page in that ledger, right? That's what a blockchain is. So that's a simple thumbnail view of blockchain technology, is the creation of that publicly available, visible ledger that keeps all those transactions. So we created Texit coin to be faster and longer lasting than Bitcoin. The project's going to run for about 137 years more, and we're going to mine about 350 plus million coins, and the mining pool will reach a target of 100 million megahash. That's the mining power that will be, computing power that'll be going into creating those coins. And like I said, that'll last for another 137 years. And whoever invited you here tonight, if you don't already know what's going on, this is an opportunity for you to own a piece of that production. For the next 137 years, you can have part of that output. And today, we started, well, not today, but back in, you see this chart over here, around May of last year, we started on the first exchange at just under 3 cents a coin. Texit coin was 3 cents a piece. And since then, today, we're at just over $2, about $2.15, somewhere around there, $2.10, $2.15. Yeah, so we've done 7x since then. Yeah, it's going well so far. So the opportunity is there for you to own a piece of that action by having a share of the output of the production of that mining pool. We have a pool of computers that are doing all of this calculating and creation of this blockchain, and every block that's produced puts out 254 coins as a reward for creating those pages, right? At the end of the day, we have about 95,000 coins. Those are divided up equally among all the shares of ownership there is in that output. So you have an opportunity to buy 1 to 9 shares. The max is 9 shares that you can buy. There are ways to earn shares beyond that, but we have a hard cap on buying shares so that somebody, you know, the rich Russian oligarch or the Chinese billionaire can't come along and buy up the whole project and, you know, do something else with it instead. It's a project to create currency based solely in Texas, you know, an exclusive, a geocentric project to create, because when we started doing this last year, we started mining in January of last year, the idea was, you know, things are getting pretty bad under the Biden administration. Things may not go as well as we thought, and Texas seemed to be headed out the door. We thought maybe there was a separation coming on, and not that we're hoping that there's a secession, but should there be one, someone should make plans so that it's not as painful as it could be. So anyway, that's where the seeds of this were planted, and now hopefully that won't happen, but there's still a growing interest in cryptocurrency, and the stronger we can make this project, the better chance we have of creating that alternative means of trade that will see us through any hard times that come from the further devaluation of the dollar. And I think cryptocurrency, excuse me for spitting on you to say that, I think cryptocurrency is the future of money. I think there's a strong case to be made for cryptocurrency being the wave of the future, because it is the most commonly accepted medium of exchange now. I mean, you don't even need a debit card anymore. You just tap your phone and you're paid, you know. You can pay your bill, you can check out at the restaurant, or, you know, there's all kinds of ways that it's being implemented, and it's faster and faster every day. So that's what we're doing. We're offering you an opportunity to own a piece of that output, or pieces of that output, should you choose to do so. Beyond ownership, beyond the ownership of the, you know, the minimum or the maximum that you can buy, you can also earn shares by, if you choose, telling your friends and family, right? Now, there's no obligation to do anything. You don't have to tell anybody about it. In fact, there are plenty of people that just sit on their shares and watch it accumulate and gain more value. But if you choose to tell people, well, we'll make it worth your while, right? If you tell 3 people, we'll give you a free share of mining, right? And if you do it within the first 30 days, we'll give you a bonus share on top of that. So that's 2 shares in the first 30 days. If you do that, then we'll restart the clock and we'll give you another 30 days to do it again, and we'll add a bonus share. So you could earn 2 more shares in the next 30 days. Anyway, there are a number of ways to make a significant amount of rewards. You want further clarification about any of those ideas? Yeah, from top to bottom, let me know what didn't make sense or what you'd like to know more about. Nobody? I explained the whole thing so well. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
If a person wants to buy in anytime, I know we have a contact person, which I'm assuming Jay is one, to be able to talk with him to buy in. Is that correct? I mean, how do you buy in?
How do you actually get in? Yeah, well.
I'm in. I know how we did it.
Sure.
It's all changed. So what's the process to say this young man right here said I want to buy in by 1 month?
Yeah.
I just need to know how you do that since I've got some people I want to talk to.
Sure. Well, you can go to mindtxc.com, and there's a form on that page, on that website, mindtxc.com. There's a form on there. If you click Join Now, it'll take you down to the form, and you can just start filling out the information. Pick the size of package you want. You know how many shares you want, or seats you'd like to have on the rocket ship, and then you actually will have an opportunity to decide how you want to pay for it. You can use crypto if you have USDC already, or Tether, or if you already have Texit coin, you can buy a share if you haven't bought a share already. Or once you have Texit coin from mining, you can buy more shares using Texit coin. And there's also PayPal USD is another coin now that we accept. So there are multiple ways you can do it. If cash is your only option, there are people that can help you facilitate the conversion of cash into USDC to pay for your, or another coin to pay for your entry. So
Another question.
Yeah.
You can't pay by credit card. You can't pay by check.
Yeah.
So it would be PayPal or.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get
Yeah, on the cash side, you could use PayPal or Cash App or Venmo or Zelle.
Okay.
I commonly convert entry for a lot of people who are doing cash via that method. If they want to Zelle it or Cash App it to me or whatever, they can do that. And there's and I've accepted checks before as well, so I'll process a check. But yeah, there have to be approved terminals that are actually connected so that yeah.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Cool.
I had some people who want to check into it, but I knew the pay.
Method of entry. Yeah, unfortunately, we started out accepting credit cards, but the problem is once some of the leftovers from the previous attitude about cryptocurrency in the banking world are there's still a little bit of a hangover in that regards with some of these companies, so that they're not too favorable to crypto. So, but that's changing rapidly. Yes, ma'am. One share is $9.95. Yes, sir. Absolutely. That's all he needed. I got 5 minutes. You better answer my question. I gotta go.
I want to share the promotion for this week. Last night, Bobby was telling us about the promotion that if you join like today or whatever, you get your first 3 for this week. You earn 2 minor plus you earn 250. I think it's a 250 TXC extra more money.
If you buy a 3-pack.
If you get people sign up 3 people.
Oh, if you refer 3
3
people.
3 people.
If you refer 3 people, you get your share.
Start from yesterday.
Plus your bonus.
Yeah.
And
To my,
250 Texit coin.
Yeah. That's,
Dang. That's a pretty good deal.
That's a very big
That's a
one.
sweet deal.
Yeah.
That's for referring 3 people. So yeah, so once you get in with 1 share or more, then you can start referring people,
Yeah, so,
and you could get
yeah, so
bonus shares.
I'm really excited. I want to
Yeah.
share my story. I've been involved
Please do.
in the company for 2 months now, and I have earned over 60 minor, and and plus, you know, I earn over 100 coin every day.
Nice.
That's my commission, and you know, because I already mapped out my first assistant every Monday, and then my second and third assistant, you know, I still working on that. So, but what I try to tell you that everybody can do it if I can do it. I could even speak English, but I can do it.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
But see, what I did, I just thought I don't want to miss out the Bitcoin like you know, like all of us did, and this is our opportunity to earn, you know, by the coin still under $2. Because when I joined, the coin is like $1.03. And that's when I started joining, and then now it's over $2. But I think if it's over $4 or $5, then we can see it take off. Because I start buying the Bitcoin when the Bitcoin's at $900.
Oh, nice.
And then my friend told me the Bitcoins are $10. I didn't buy it because I could not spend them. I'm the one that I have to spend them before I believe in it.
Oh, okay.
I bought the Bitcoin $900, and then I go to the ATM, I buy them, and then I sell them, and then I got the Visa, Bitcoin Visa, I transfer that, and then I go to gas station, I go to ATM, and have the money out, and I believe that it's working, so that's why I start buying, and then I tell my friend and family, and they all buy from that time.
Nice.
And that's what I've been living on Bitcoin, you know. So I've been travel a lot. Last year, like over 13 countries.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Dang.
yeah, and then my friend told me I better get on Texas coin here before I go up. So I don't want to miss out, and I bought there. Then I told my family, and they bought, you know. And I said, wow, I earned commission now. You know, I said, wow, I didn't know that I earned commission.
Yeah.
And I start tell Miss Becky and a couple people in the room here, and then my business grows. And I enjoy to help Pastor. Can you tell the testimony? I know you earn a lot of commission now. And Miss Becky, can you share your testimony?
Sure, I would like to. I want to say good evening to everyone and welcome all the guests today. I am Becky Mays. On May the 19th, on May the 18th, I received a telephone call from Dawn, and she told me about this opportunity. On the 19th, I said, I'm in. I signed up immediately. But let me tell you about, let's kind of go back where this all started for me. In 2009, Bitcoin was just a